Hello, and welcome to today's subscriber contract. Search for Hugo Seiger Part 10, set in Mendoza and supplied to us today by Nico in the Drip. So moving on to our briefing, welcome back to Mendoza. We have found the 6th to 8th pieces of the puzzle of finding Seiger. This will be Seiger's last deal with the couriers. You will have to eliminate 2 of his mercenary guards, the head of security Juan Cortazar and Luciano David, the sniper. Both are preparing for the assassination of Peter Stokes, a rich billionaire trying to buy Vigneto Yates. Stokes wants to buy the vineyard to give fruit and many meats to poorer families across the world. Also eliminate the last 2 couriers. Good luck. So moving on to our targets, and today we have 4 of them along with a free map. So for today's challenge we'll be starting as the Gaucho, and we're going to have a remote magnetic gas grenade stored up at the steel tanks. We'll be bringing with us a proximity taser and a tranquilizer gun.
Watching.
So right from the start and off the bat, we are going to pull out our tranquilizer gun, and we're going to shoot both the sniper and the spotter with it. There we go. The sniper is our target, so we're going to quickly take his outfit and then we'll give him a nice gentle neck massage. If you so wish, you can throw him over the balcony, but that will cause not so much some panic, but it will have some people wandering around wondering why there are people in the skies. If we leave him here, we don't alert anyone. So we're just going to wait for the Gaucho just ahead of us to move on before making our way down the stairs, down the pipe here, and retrieve our gas grenade in a briefcase. While we're secluded, we're going to remove the gas grenade from the briefcase, return it to the briefcase, therefore activating it, and we can now make our way into the Veneta or wine property itself. I'm really not sure what you would call the buildings. I know you got the great field, but the extra buildings I have no real idea. The production buildings, we'll call them. So we're just going to make our way straight out of the steel tanks area and the car park and straight into the dance floor area, where our next target is currently having himself a little waltz with his dance partner. So what we're going to do is walk straight up to him, trigger our gas grenade. Stop trying to wander off there, sir. We're going to make our way into the reception area building, past Tamara Vidal, who's currently just leaning on the counter like she's ordering a pint. We're going to make our way off to our right, and we're going to deal with Mr. Cortazar here. So we're just going to drop our proximity taser on the floor behind him, and while we're waiting for our other target to make his way to the bathroom, Mr. Corvino Black will spot that. He will tell his bodyguard, who is Mr. Cortazar, to remove it, and when he bends down to collect up the taser, it will trigger and give him a shockingly bad day. So we are 2 targets down and 2 more to go. Hopefully by now our next target has just arrived at the bathrooms. And again, I've mentioned this before, but I would be moving a hell of a lot quicker if I thought I was about to be perched. So once our friend here makes it into the toilet cubicle, we're just going to close the door behind him and give him a nice refreshing cold drink of water before moving on to our final target. Just going to drop that briefcase, we don't need that. Our final target is located on the uppermost level of the map, up by the barbecue area. Just so happens that there's a enforcer here. So we're just going to wait for him to stop being enforcer before we run past. We're going to run up the stairs outside of the wine tasting room, up to the barbecue alfresco dining area, and around to our right, and all the way over into the far corner. And our final target is all on his onesies, and all we have to do is deal with him accordingly. So he's going to move away from that banister, which means we can then get behind him. We can then render him unconscious. At this point we can either shoot him in the back, shoot him in the head, give him a neck massage, or a flying lesson. I've chosen the flying lesson, and we're going to hoof him over the banister there and down onto the lower level, where he will be immediately spotted. But that doesn't matter, that counts as an accident. So all that's left for us to do is to make good our escape, and unfortunately we are not very close to any of the exits, so we've got quite the journey ahead of us. I have opted to go for the vineyard exit. I believe this one is ever so slightly closer than the sedan car. So there we go, one more subscriber contract taken care of, and once we've wandered across this field we will get confirmation all of our targets have been eliminated according to plan. We had no objectives to worry about, and we get a silent assassin rating. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.